So in today's episode, ladies and gentlemen, boy, we're going to be reacting to this insane video that was uploaded by Jubilee that is titled, "Can 25 liberal college students outsmart one conservative?" featuring Charlie Kirk. And in this video, they debate about many things, from college being a scam, affirmative action, Kamala Harris being a DEI candidate. But as you can all see in this episode, we're going to be checking out the part where Charlie Kirk defends his claim that trans women are not women. And as you can imagine, we're about to hear some crazy things being said, heated debates, and ultimately, it just shows you how overcomplicated this whole thing has become. But before we get into it, if you could, as always, make sure to leave a like rating, as it really helps out the video. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video, comment on this video, share this video, and ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it.
Yeah, my next claim is that trans women are not women. What's your name?
Sam.
Nice to meet you.
We know how this one's going.
Terms, a woman is an adult female with XX chromosomes. You tell me, what is a woman?
I think a woman is somebody who identifies as a woman.
Got it. So that's not a definition. That's like saying a table is something that identifies as a table. Give me an objective definition of how...
No, it's not. A table is an object.
Well,
a table can't identify as anything. It doesn't have choice.
You have to give me an objective definition of what a woman is.
If I decided right now that I wanted to identify as a woman, I would be a woman.
These are college students. This is how they're thinking. The future looks great, doesn't it? And just to clarify, no, you would not be a woman. It's actually impossible.
Okay, but that doesn't answer the question.
I know, but right now I'm a man, right? So if that happened right now, I'd be a woman.
So
once a person makes the decision to identify as a woman,
got it. No,
they're a woman.
That's a separate issue. What is a woman?
That's the definition.
No, I know, but you have to tell me what...
A person who identifies themselves as a woman.
But you have how do you know that they are that thing?
How do I don't need to know what they are. I can ask them if I want to know.
But there needs to be, you need to tell me what that thing is, though.
Somebody who...
Okay,
sorry, we're not getting anywhere. We're not getting anywhere.
Well, no, it's important because it's like saying a giraffe is a thing that looks like a giraffe, or a coyote is a thing that looks like a coyote. It's called circular reasoning. You have to give me a actual definition.
I don't have to. I did give you a definition.
No, you said that a woman is something that thinks they're a woman. That doesn't give me a definition. That's simply...
What would you consider a definition then?
An adult female with XX
chromosomes. No. I mean, like, what makes that a definition?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that is pretty embarrassing to watch. It's just so crazy to me that these people think like that. If he then in that moment decides to identify as a woman, just like that then makes him a woman. That's what they've reduced being a female to, just saying you are a woman. I think the education system needs a lot of help.
I don't necessarily think that you can define a woman just by her chromosomes. Women are so much more than that. They come in a variety of shapes, sizes, colors. And I don't necessarily think that you can count out somebody who's trans just because they don't have a certain set of chromosomes. I also want to say that one of my best friends is trans, and I would say that she's more of a woman than I am. I think that women define themselves by multiple things, not just their sex organs. If somebody asked me who I was as a woman, I would not say I have a vagina.
Totally fair. See, I would... No, I think you said something smart. So you said that person is more of a woman than you are. Therefore, you're grading off a definition of something accomplishes womanhood. What is that?
I think it's... Well, that's the thing too, and I do think that gets a little complicated, right? Because there are social norms for a gender, but I do think we try to break that, right?
No, for sure, but you said that specific friend is more of a woman than you are.
That's crazy, man.
I think she's a better person than me. I think she lives life...
So women are better people?
She's a better woman than I am. I'm not saying women are better people.
But what makes a woman? Because you said she's more of a woman than you are, so I want to know what that definition is.
Right, okay. I'm gonna let somebody else go.
Yeah, I thought so. These people have no idea what they're on about half the time. The fact that a girl has sat there and said a dude identifying as a woman is more of a woman than they are is insane. I don't know. I don't want to be on this planet anymore.
So besides male and female, what categories exist?
We have people that are intersex. We have people that are on the other ends of the bimodal distribution graph. Are you aware what bimodal means versus binary?
Somewhat of an understanding. Yeah.
Okay, well, so you can be presented with a graph after this by the people that you brought with you. But it's actually a bimodal distribution.
Just like constantly going to condescending type talk is not going to be fruitful.
I'm just trying to match your energy with the people that you treated that were trying to have a conversation.
Got it. So trans women are not women. Do you agree with that?
I would say that trans women are women because people that exist under the category of women, people that exist under the category of men are still human.
And this is what I was talking about by things becoming so overcomplicated. Like, this is what happens when we can't just stick to the facts and we move away from it and go into the realms of delusion. People just come out with all of this nonsense. Just stick to the basic rules of biology and we'll be okay as a society.
Well, I wouldn't limit it to things like genitals or things like chromosomes, which seems like you want to do. What type of genitals would you say I have, since you're so obsessed with genitals?
I'm not obsessed with genitals, but I could do a blood sampling right now and I could see exactly what you are, because every single one of your trillions of cells are either coded with XX or XY, no matter how much surgery or whatever. I think that you are man, but you could fool me. You could take hormones, you could play camouflage. Like, I could fool you to be Hispanic if I had the right Hollywood makeup director. That doesn't mean that you are the thing, though.
But you're going from an objective biological perspective, which we've already talked about with sex. I'm talking about a social construct or a social utility.
Yeah, so
like if we were at a restaurant, right?
I'm sitting down you're a man.
And I'm sitting down at the table and you're telling the waiter, hey, I want to go sit with blank. What would you use?
With you?
He doesn't know my name. Yeah.
Well,
so I'm sitting over there.
That guy.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
That guy. You're going to typically use he or him, or you're going to say that guy, like you just said.
Correct.
Because you're ascribing the male gender to me based on my
performative
characteristics.
I say I could be an error. Maybe you are a biological woman.
And then you'd correct yourself, right?
Maybe not.
So that's what that is exactly what we're trying to say.
So the question is that, do you think that womanhood can then be assumed just through costume design?
It's not costume design.
What is it then?
It's performative social characteristics.
So you could
yes,
act
that's what gender is.
Okay,
great
got
job.
it. So you could it's like a theater troupe.
It's not a theater troupe. These are social. These are social
womanhood
categories.
can be appropriated.
No, they're category.
I am speechless sometimes. If you are a dude dressing up as a woman, it is a costume. You can wear as much makeup as you want. You can wear as many skirts as you want. You can have all the surgery. But at the core of it, you're still a dude. And this is just a small group of liberals. If you think about it, how many liberals are at these colleges right now? And then they're going to go in the workforce and project that worldview onto everybody.
But did you see where this could get wildly out of control? At least on the extreme.
I don't see how it would get out of control, because
even in sports, for example, you think that there's no.
So this is something that we might be able to agree upon, right? Sports were not archaeologically dug up, right? The rules of sports, they are things that we've created as a society. We have decided as a society the most fair categorization is male sports and female sports. Now, as we've been able to understand, or at least bring into the forefront, people who don't identify with the binary, we still have to allow all people that are women in the women's category and all men that are men in the women's category. That includes cis and trans. If you'd like to change that category because you think it's unfair, we can do that. That's what's awesome about arbitrary rules, is we can decide hormones.
I might not know this, but like when the Greeks started the Olympics 2,000 years ago, did they have like a bunch of dudes wrestling with women?
I don't even think they allowed women to compete.
Well,
I might be wrong on that,
but that kind of proves the point, though, that there was a...
Yeah, and what did we do to allow women? We changed the rules.
Right, no, but that, by definition, therefore, there is something from body composition, bone mass, lung density, testosterone, and estrogen rates, or endocrinology is different.
So if you'd say the majority of males in the bimodal distribution graph, we're going back to that, you can say, hey, we want this level of hormones in this particular category, and we can separate it by hormones. I agree with you that a majority of men are... or majority of cis men are...
You got to be like 99.9%.
I don't know, Ronda Rousey could kick my ass, I will say that.
No, for sure, but I mean, but could she kick Conor McGregor's ass?
Well, now we're talking about the peaks, right?
But she's at the peak of
cisgender.
No, because you're talking about the peaks of two different categories in the same sort of...
Right, because why? She's a cis woman.
She's a woman.
She's a cis woman, and
he's a cis man.
But yes, and he could kick her tail, right?
Yes, I would agree.
Oh, okay, for sure, right?
Because cis men and cis women have different hormone levels. If you want to change the hormones, we can change the categorization. But you're saying that you want men and women, bar none, and you say that's the most fair category. Then we have to allow all women and all men.
But again, those things don't. So I just want to be clear. So because I think I'm tracking your argument, is that in the University of Pennsylvania swim team, when Thomas swam against biological women, you're perfectly fine with that.
I think as long as we have the categories that way.
Yeah. Nah, men shouldn't be competing against women in sports. We all know this. I'd have to sit here and repeat that point, because if you tune into my channel on a daily occurrence, you know we talk about that quite a lot. And the fact that this is the lengths people will go to argue this whole thing, it's just not needed. Yeah, I think there's a lot of work to do in these colleges, and it needs to happen ASAP, because society is just heading downhill at a very rapid rate, and the education system is a big part of that, because they're the ones indoctrinating these people heavily to think this way. I can never imagine sitting there and saying, yeah, if a dude says he's a woman, that makes him a woman. Like, that just doesn't compute in my mind how someone can do that. Leave your thoughts down below, ladies and gentlemen. What are your thoughts on the arguments that were presented by these liberals? Do you think they were compelling? No, but I'd like to know nonetheless. If you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video, comment on this video, share this video, follow my socials down below in the description. But until next time, it has been your boy JD. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace. And don't send your kids to college.